Now every time you go fishing at the beach, you have to make a sacrificial offering to the fish gods. If you'd like to step under the pyre, and now stick a hook in your thumb. Now, it's time to take this off, and it's time to put my novelty fishing hat on. You know what that means? That means I am gonna go fishing. I'm going on a little adventure with Big D, otherwise known as Dan. Today we're going to Double Island for a fish. I've never been there before, as you know, I think I say that every single video, but never been there before, so I don't really know what to expect. We're going for tailor, we're going for whiting, we're going for dart, we're going for a bunch of different fish, so I'm very excited to get some content, go for a camp and chill. Just making sure all the gears here, making sure it's nice and yeah, it's on there nicely. So I'm going to be saying goodbye to my wife and then I'm going to be heading off. Time to do the handing over of the old camera. Use it well. So where are we going? You finally made it. Where are we going?
We're going to Double Island.
What are we going to do?
We're going to catch some fish.
What else are we going to do?
Drink.
Water. Keep hydrated. Yeah, that's pretty much it. You got all your stuff in here. Just
2 seconds, alright? We'll do like a cut and then we'll jump back.
Alright, you'll cut and it'll just be perfect. Yeah, we'll do that. Look at Dan's setup. How'd you go, Dan?
It went good.
Yeah, it's looking nice and clean.
Everything's neat and tidy.
Oh my gosh.
Don't open the back, mate.
Don't open the back. Don't open the back. She'll come spilling out. Oh well. Time to go. Look at all this wind. Hopefully it doesn't follow us. Guys heading back. There's hundreds and hundreds and hundreds of cars on the white highway heading back the other way. There's heaps and heaps and heaps of forward drives. It's crazy. And they're all towing like trailers like that guy over there, and yeah, it's just heaps and heaps of people heading back, whereas we get the open highway, we're heading out. So good. Yeah, I just wanted to take a few minutes to just talk about where we're going, the objective behind our trip, and yeah, what the plans are. So we're going to a little place called Double Island, which is otherwise known as Cooloolah, that's Cooloolah Reserve, also known as Tiwa Beach, so T-E-E-W-A-H-B, however you spell beach, which is about an hour and 45 minutes north of Brisbane. So it's not too much of it's not like a huge drive, it's just a little bit of a drive. You need to drive an hour and 45 minutes to get to the barge, and then you drop the barge, and then you're on the Double Island, and then you jump onto the beach and you drive up. We'll probably be driving up around 20 minutes, 25, 30 minutes from the barge, and then we'll be at our campsite. But yeah, me and my friend Dan, you know, you guys know Dan, he's been in previous videos. We really wanted to get in a fish during the winter months, but not too far into the winter months, if you know what I mean, like just towards the beginning, because there's a type of fish called tailor, and they're kind of renowned for being for going up and down the coast in the winter time, because that's when they go and spawn. I think they spawn at the end of August up in Fraser Island, so just before that oftentimes they sweep the coast up and down the sandy islands And yeah, we might be going for a longer trip a bit later, like September, to somewhere, maybe Fraser or something like that. But just before that, we wanted to just get a quick weekend away. And I've got another friend, Tarquin, which you'll meet. He'll be coming up for a fish too. It's the first proper beach seshing, like dedicated fishing trip we've ever been on. Like we went to Straddie for Blake's Bucks, obviously. We've been fishing in the boat and, you know, in the bay and all that sort of thing. But this is the first time we've actually taken all the camping gear, gone and sat down at a campsite by ourselves and fished for like friggin', I don't know, 8 hours a day. So that's the plan. We're going to be fishing so much.
Hey bro, I'm going to pull over for a sec because some of my rope from the little part, like satchel on my roof fell out, so I've got to fix that up. I'm just pulling over here.
No problem, man. I'll try and find a spot further up. Yeah, so that's the plan. The thing about camping is you always forget stuff, and I realized pretty quickly that I forgot my toothbrush. It's not always super necessary, but I forgot to brush my teeth this morning, so I'm gonna have to brush my teeth when I get there. Yeah, and that's pretty much it. So I'm gonna do I'm gonna try and do 2 parts to this video, I reckon. And yeah, just come along with us. We'll teach you how to do some fishing, teach you how to bait up your hook and all that sort of thing. Hopefully, yeah, it should be pretty fun. Hopefully we actually catch some fish.
You're one of a kind. One of a kind.
We've got to drive along Maximilian Road, and then we've got to look for Beach Road, and then we look for like a beach cutting, a beach access point, and then I guess we're on the beach.
Doesn't mean anything bad.
Can you stop saying beach, please? You said it way too many times. So this, as I said before, this is my first time coming to this place, and it's actually like friggin' beautiful. Like all of Australia is beautiful, but this place in particular, the beach is just so nice. There's not a huge surf, like not huge waves or anything like that, which is, I guess, good for us in a way. But oh man, it's just so good. And as we're going along, we're at our campsite, which stretches for a long period of time. It's like campsite 3. We're just trying to find a nice spot that's right next to a gutter. A gutter is a kind of like a little gutter in the water that the fish like to congregate around. All the fish like to congregate and have a look. They like to sit up and grab food and stuff like that. as the fish swim in and out of the gutter, so it's just like a little cutout. Maybe we should jump back on the beach and go down and see if there's a, I don't know, more quiet sort of gutter.
I'm happy to do that, but this is also, you know, pretty quiet as well. Like, other than these people camping here, but there's just a dog at this campsite. So you can't have the whole thing to itself.
Nah, there was definitely a man there too. He wasn't wearing any pants though, so just be wary. I mean, it's small. It's kind of cute. I like it. Yeah. The only thing will be like the logistics of getting in and out, but... So I'll just give you a little tour of our area. Here's my little beast. We found this, we're coming around, you know, looking at all the dunes, behind the dunes, sorry, and we found this little area here. It's just a big, nice, well, it's not big, sorry, it's just a nice open space. Just over there is a huge gutter that we found, which goes for, I don't know, 100 meters, I guess. Entrance is just there, I think. Yeah, I reckon this is it. Hopefully we catch some fish though. I'm friggin', oh man, if we don't catch fish, I'm just gonna drive my car straight into the ocean, but... Oh, bro. One thing I'll warn people about camping is if you go camping and your tent gets wet or a little bit soggy, when you get home, set it up again, because if you don't, it'll chill in your box or your bag and it'll get a little bit of mold on the side. Usually it's just on the outside because that's where the dew is, but it's still pretty gross. Like, it's good on the inside. A bit musty, but not terrible. So now we're just getting set up. It's just about to be sunset. It's like the sun's setting right now. So we're just setting up our baits, getting it all ready. Sorry, setting up our lines, and then hopefully catching some fish. Like, we got a really nice looking spot, I'll show you. And it's just, yeah, waiting to get the bait out and hopefully catch something. Try not to get a tangle. But yeah, we're just setting up our lines now and wish us luck. Hello, it's about 5 AM in the morning. My camera died yesterday and I couldn't film anything, but it was also night time, so I guess it didn't really matter anyway. Last night we caught about 3 fish. We ate them for dinner. They were delicious. I'm actually still full from them. We tried pilchards mainly last night. We had a little bit of trouble with like the quality of the pilchards, and they were just flying off. So today we're going to try strip bait, cut up bits of mullet, and we're going to see how we go. The sun's in my eye. Can't really see. Wasn't as productive as last night, unfortunately. Last night, as I said before, we caught 3 decent sized tailor. This morning we had a really nice sunrise and we've seen some dolphins on the horizon. And I caught a nice... I'll just quickly show you. That's it, that's my brim. That's my delicious little brim. Haven't really figured out exactly how I'm going to prepare it. I don't know, I'd probably just do something basic like wrap it up in alfoil or something, but Dan was having issues with his rod and his reel. This reel here, the line kept almost fell on me. The line kept spinning around as we casted it out, so he'd cast it out and it'd tangle up. I'm not really sure exactly what that's from, but we figured out it was kind of over spooled So that just means there's too much line on there. So we just cut a bit of line off and it got a little bit better, but it was, yeah, pretty abysmal. We're gonna go look for pippies, grab a coffee, have something to eat, I reckon, and then, yeah, so here we go for another fish. So we've jumped back in the car. Dan, what are we gonna do?
I'm gonna get some pippies.
What's a pippy?
Like a shell. And it's got like a little creature in it. And the fish love it. That's what it is. It's bait. That's what it is. It's
which fish? Any fish in particular?
Brim, whiting, dart.
Fart.
1 meter mile away.
Yeah, big dogs. Yeah, and you can actually eat pippies, so we'll see how we go.
I like them. I think they're
I don't mind them either. They're alright if you cook them. But we just got to make sure we get a whole bunch of pippies. I've never collected pippies here, so we'll see if there's a lot. Now every time you go fishing at the beach, you have to make a sacrificial offering to the fish gods. And now we have our offering. If you'd like to step under the pyre, the fishing pyre, and now stick a hook in your thumb. That's how it goes. Hopefully we catch some fish because we made that sacrifice. So probably the third cast in for me, I lost a lure. Brand new lure, hasn't even seen salt water. I don't know what the heck happened. I think my latch came over as I launched it and I just launched it into orbit. And Dan had maybe 2 casts. And we got a big old tangle, so I'm just kind of working my way through it quickly. The algae, but yeah, it's a lot of fun. So I'm just going to quickly give you an idea of what happened and why it tangled up, you know. Sometimes when you get a new reel and it comes with no line, you have to spool it on yourself. There's times when you can maybe choose the wrong pound that's suited for the reel and it might not sit in the reel properly. That's not the case this time. Sometimes when you put the line on the reel, if you don't put enough pressure down, it'll want to come off. So it's kind of hard to explain, but it's just got the built up energy in there. So when you cast it, your line will come out, but there's also, if you can see there, these lines here, they want to come out too. And so what we had was the main line was heading out and 2 or 3 rings of the bottom line, so just random bits of line, actually came out as well. And so that means it tangled up and we just had to pull it all the way out and we just cut it because the tangle was way too big. But yeah, that was like the third cast, and that's just part of fishing, you know. You get tangles every now and then. It's good to learn how to do knots and undo tangles, and Oh, I think I can see, actually, I'm just gonna turn it around. If you see way up on that hill there, in the tree, there's looks like a seahawk or a kite, which is a really cool bird. Anyway, I'm gonna try and catch fish. So you know how I was talking about that bird before, the kite? It's actually... This is one of the facilities they have on Double Island. It's just like a nice big park. You can fill up water over there, barbecue just here. Toilets, which is why I came here. But there's a lot of cool stuff. There's showers in there as well. And the campsites that we're at, they're really cool because they're like on the sand. But sorry, it's like on the dunes, so you camp right on the beach. But there's no toilets, there's no showers, so it's pretty inconvenient. And when it's windy and rainy and all that sort of stuff, there's no protection. But there's nice tables here to hang out. There's a like bit of information thing there. We've seen whales, we've already seen dolphins. I haven't seen any turtles yet, but we'll see. Anyway, I'm gonna go to the toilet. Hello, sorry to interrupt this video, but we're gonna do a quick quiz. I want to show you a sign and you have to tell me what it means. So make sure you go down below and comment what it means. I'll give you a few seconds after each sign to comment down below and we'll see if you can get 3 out of 3. Number 1. Yes, it means that there's drinking water just around the corner. Here we have sign number 2. What could that mean? No, it doesn't mean that there'll be an alien saucer shooting bullets at people. That's kind of what it looks like. But it means there's showers just around the corner. So if you got that right, give yourself a pat on the back. Sign number 3. If you can tell me what that means, comment below. Yes, there's actually a dog dumping facility just around the corner. So if you find a little Shih Tzu, one of those little annoying dogs that bark all the time, there's a perfect spot to dump it just around the corner. Thanks for playing. Whoever won, I'll send you out a free t-shirt. Probably the last 4 times I've been camping, I've always damaged myself. Never like a major injury, but I always, especially on fishing trips, I always end up cutting my thumb. Every single time, which sucks because it's hard to tie knots with a bum thumb. It was even worse at Stradbroke Island because the people we were fishing with, they didn't have much experience with tying knots, so every time someone lost their line or got a tangle, they'd say, "Oh Jesse, can you please do my knot up please?" So I had a bum thumb and it was hurting like nothing. I can't think of the catchphrase. Wait a second, interrupting the broadcast with this, a VW. Whoa! I hope that was like good footage because that was sick. I've never seen a VW friggin' van on the beach. That's crazy. I might go and check on Dan. I'm just gonna drive up to Dan and see how he's going. Oi! Hey! How you going? Tell him what happened before.
So I threw out a slug, and I think it hit the bottom, and then it must have looked like a bait fish, obviously.
Wait, you use slugs? Did you dig them up?
No, I'm talking about. Oh, what was I just doing then? I thought you were talking
What's
about
a
when I caught
slug?
the flathead. I thought. When
What's a slug? I don't know.
You know the lures, the metal ones.
Oh, is that what they call them? Is it?
Yeah, that's what the kids say these days.
I'm just saying the viewers might not know. They might be a little bit fishing illiterate.
I'm also fishing illiterate. So
Okay.
the flathead, yeah, it must hit the bottom and look like a bait fish, and it hit it.
Yeah.
And it was like, yeah.
Nice. What are you
Didn't
doing
expect
over
to catch a flathead on a slug, but
Yeah.
yeah.
What are you doing over there?
I was worming. I was trying to.
Any luck?
There was one. He was playing he was real skittish.
Yeah, okay.
But, I was just waiting for you to come back. I packed up all the rods and stuff, so
Yeah, alright.
we're all good to go.
Cool. Alright, let's do it.